Actually, I met my wife in Miami.
Really?
Yeah, she was living there.
Damn. Who says you can't meet your wife in Miami?
You can find your wife in any place in the world.
You hear that? Put that on Only in Date on Instagram. You can meet your wife in Miami.
Alright, let's go.
Put it on Only in Date is hilarious.
Everywhere. Why are you saying that?
Huh?
Why are you saying that?
Everyone says that.
Because you go to the party and this is the only place you see. But you don't know the another part of Miami of people that just they want.
They're normal.
Yeah.
Best place to work out too, Miami, because you can just walk outside and run the water. I think Max Holloway said he was like he doesn't like how you're walking around with the BMF belt.
That's not my problem. I just knocked him out.
Yeah, I guess they're saying that's an option for a rematch too. But I don't agree with that. Like, you just knocked him out.
I just knocked him out.
Yeah.
Like, how you can still being the BMF if I knock you out? I just told you, I pointed the ground in the first 10 seconds. You run away. Then I caught you anyways. Then I put you to sleep. And you still the BMF? How's that?
Everyone was kind of wondering how you would do when you moved up, like how the weight would affect it, and you just shut everyone the fuck up.
They always used to say it, like, he's smaller, he's this, he's that, and it's not always about the size. It's about the skills.
Yeah.
I don't feel smaller in the lightweight division at all. When I get the confirmation of the fight and I started watching his fights, I was like, when I knocked him out in the first round, there's no way he's gonna let me. I can show you our videos making the study of Charles, like with numbers.
Oh, that's what you guys study? Wait, what is this?
This is like how many low kicks he throws. How many low kick with the left, with the right, with the middle kick, da da da.
Wow, you might have to come see this. That's okay. Or just show them quick, Ilia, that table chart. Just show it to them. So Ilia has a chart of every single strike he's thrown and how many different ones there are.
He gives me the resume of all his fights, all the punches he throws, everything he does, and which place in the octagon he feels comfortable, like where he throws more punches. Because we have like numbers, like for example, like the corner of the octagon is the number 1, the middle is the number 2, this place is the number 3. So we see in all his fights where's the number that he feels more comfortable. So I'm not gonna give you the chance to be there. I'm gonna fuck you. I'm gonna fight for that place. I'm gonna put you in the place where you don't feel comfortable, where you don't know how to fight. If we go to the numbers, there is no ways that he can beat you. If you do this, this, and this, in base of that, you make your training camp.
Yeah, of course.
It's not like I do my training camp and whatever. No, when I have a specific opponent, I have the analytics. I don't think about like I'm fighting whoever, Charles.
Yeah.
I think like we are the team of Charles, and we are analyzing that with all the abilities that Charles has, what we would do against Ilia.
Yeah. Get ready to analyze everything that went down between UFC superstar Ilia Topuria and the infamous Nelk boys. What started as a seemingly innocent agreement to spar quickly devolved into absolute real-world tension. Many are asking, did YouTube's most controversial pranksters finally cross a line they couldn't handle, a line that even their loyal fans couldn't defend? Nobody, and I mean nobody, expected that night to spiral into the kind of palpable friction you could cut with a knife. It all kicked off with what seemed like a casual, throwaway joke about Ilia mentioning he met his wife in Miami. But that quickly morphed into one of the most painfully awkward moments ever witnessed in livestream history. But here's the kicker. It didn't just stop there. Oh no, not by a long shot. As the cameras kept rolling, the gloves went on, the raw tension in the room absolutely boiled over. And it became terrifyingly clear that Topuria was not, under any circumstances, holding anything back. From explosive jaw-dropping knockdowns that sent shockwaves through the audience to serious accusations of censorship that rocked the YouTube community. Today we are meticulously uncovering every single detail, every single moment, everything that dramatically unfolded between Ilia Topuria and the Nelk boys. And trust me, by the end of this, you'll understand exactly why fans everywhere are unanimously calling this the definitive moment. The Nelk boys finally took things way, way too far.
Hey,
That was light. Come on, you're good.
So here's how this whole wild story began to unravel. It was a seemingly innocuous moment when Ilia Topuria, in his typically laid-back manner, casually brought up meeting his wife in Miami. Now, what should have been a completely harmless, forgettable comment quickly took a sharp, disrespectful, and frankly, quite jarring turn. The Nelk boys, living up to their infamous reputation, fired back with an intensely sarcastic remark, heavily implying that Miami wasn't exactly the kind of place one would expect to meet a respectable partner. You could almost feel the temperature drop in the room. The initial awkward laughter that had filled the air stopped dead in its tracks, abruptly dying down as Ilia's previously relaxed smile completely faded. His entire expression transformed, turning visibly stone-cold serious, a look that told everyone something significant had just shifted. For those who might be unfamiliar, let me give you some context. The Nelk boys are notorious pranksters, built their entire brand on pushing boundaries and generating controversy. But here's the thing, even their most die-hard fans, the ones who usually defend their every move, could clearly see they had undeniably crossed a very distinct line this time. With that tension mounting, growing heavier by the second, Topuria didn't just ignore it. He sharply, pointedly, and definitively corrected them, emphasizing with unwavering conviction that plenty of normal, hard-working, and respectable people live and work in Miami, effectively shutting down their crude joke instantly. You could see the discomfort radiating off Kyle as he awkwardly tried to salvage the conversation, desperately shifting the topic to something safe, praising Miami as a great workout spot. But Ilia's chilling silence in response to that desperate pivot spoke volumes, echoing louder than any words could. It was undeniably clear. The damage was done, the respect was gone, and that moment alone meticulously set the stage for the explosive confrontation that was destined to follow.
Actually, I met my wife in Miami.
Really?
Yeah, she was living there.
Damn. Who says you can't meet your wife in Miami?
You can find your wife in any place in the world.
You hear that? Put that on Only in Date on Instagram. You can meet your wife in Miami.
Alright, let's go.
Put it on Only in Date is hilarious.
Everywhere. But why are you saying that?
Huh?
Why are you
What?
saying that?
Everyone says that.
Because you go to the party and this is the only place
Yeah.
you see. But you don't know the another part of Miami of the people that just they want.
They're normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Best place to work out too, Miami, because you can just walk outside and run the water.
Instead of just shrugging off their disrespectful joke or letting it slide, Ilia Topuria responded instantly, and with an almost frightening firmness, without a moment of hesitation, without blinking an eye, he directly confronted the Nelk boys, looking them square in the face and powerfully emphasizing that Miami, far from their crude stereotype, is actually home to an abundance of regular, hard-working, and truly decent people. He directly challenged their offensive and baseless assumption. You could see the panic in Kyle's eyes as he nervously, almost frantically, attempted to smooth things over, desperately trying to steer the conversation towards something utterly mundane and safe, like Miami simply being a great place to work out. But Ilia was absolutely not having any of it. His intense, cold stare and the thick, tense silence that followed made it unequivocally clear, in a way words couldn't, that the Nelk boys had definitively crossed a sacred line. Viewers watching live, totally captivated by the unfolding drama, noticed the shift instantly. The forced smiles vanished from everyone's faces, the jokes completely stopped, and what was supposed to be a lighthearted, playful live stream became agonizingly painfully awkward for everyone involved. But if the Nelk boys in their naivety thought that the tension would simply dissipate there, they were about to receive a stark, unforgettable lesson in just how serious and how utterly dominant Ilia Topuria could actually get. Because immediately after that truly awkward exchange, things escalated to a whole new level when Ilia, with a chilling resolve, agreed to spar the Nelk boys right there on their live stream. It was initially pitched as something fun, something playful, a casual bit of content, but from the very moment Ilia stepped onto those mats, every single person watching, and those in the room, understood he was not playing games, not even for a second. With an almost terrifying effortlessness, Ilia absolutely dominated the entire group of pranksters, showcasing elite-level grappling skills that left viewers completely stunned. He moved like water, smoothly transitioning through submission holds and takedowns with incredible terrifying precision, moves that belonged in the octagon, not a YouTube studio. Even though the Nelk boys had clearly disastrously underestimated him, Topuria held nothing back whatsoever, quickly overwhelming them one by one, and mercilessly turning what should have been a casual, lighthearted sparring session into a brutal, undeniable reality check. As viewers watched, mesmerized as Ilia effortlessly controlled each bewildered opponent, it became painfully, overwhelmingly obvious that the Nelk boys had severely, utterly miscalculated who they were dealing with. But hold on, because the humiliation, the lesson, and the raw power display didn't end there, because next, the boxing gloves came on, and Ilia was about to deliver an even louder, even more impactful message that would resonate for a very long time.
Slapping? Oh! That was like an eye poke. No?
You finished him. Be careful, he likes that position.
So many people on the internet are so happy right now. Oh, Kimura. Kimura.
Get in there. He's not that strong. Go for the takedown, Celine. Go for the takedown, Celine. No! He's not that strong, bro. Oh! Let's go. Oh. All right.
Oh. No. Don't go, Kyle. Go, Kyle. Go, 4G. You can't. You can't. Oh, gosh.
No toes against the cage.
No toe.
No toes against the cage.
Might be a guillotine here. Oh. Kyle's out. Oh, got him in the guillotine. He got him. He got him. Can he close it? He got him. He got him. He got him. He got him. Don't tap. Darce. Don't tap. Don't tap. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Ah, God, he tapped out. And still.
And that's precisely what happened. The moment those boxing gloves went on, Ilia Topuria made his message not just clear, but absolutely crystal clear for everyone to see. He was communicating without a single word that disrespect, especially the kind shown by the Nelk boys, comes with very real, very tangible consequences. What unfolded next was an incredible, breathtaking display of precision boxing that showcased Topuria's otherworldly skill. Ilia casually, almost nonchalantly, baited the Nelk boys into engagements. Then, with surgical accuracy, he landed perfectly timed, devastating strikes that sent them stumbling backward, completely off balance, and utterly out of their depth. Take Staney, for example. It was painfully evident that he was completely outmatched from the first exchange, folding quickly under the intense pressure and the sheer power after eating a series of punishing shots that he simply couldn't withstand.
Ilia probably drank more wine than you last night, too.
Uno. Get up, Steiny, get up. Get up. Come on, Steiny, come on. Let's go, Steiny.
Keep your hands up, Steiny. You're not Mayweather, bud.
Hands up.
Let's go. You're not Mayweather, bud.
Honest, bro, just shoot. Right. You good? Don't know.
Then, with the previous display fresh in everyone's minds, it was Kyle's turn to step up. You could see it written all over his face. He was visibly hesitant, his body language screaming that he knew exactly what was coming his way. The air crackled with anticipation, and sure enough, Ilia, with the precision of a master craftsman, unleashed his signature crisp 1-2 combination. The punches connected with a sickening thud, right on target, dropping Kyle instantly to the canvas. There was no doubt about it, it was over in a flash.
That was light. Come on, you're good.
I'm like scared to hit him because I know he's going to hurt.
Oh God.
That was a pretty hard punch. I'm good. Woo! Oh, that was a hard shot.
Guy hits like a train.
God, that's good. Over your face, Marge.
Oh, the fucking nuts!
Oh.
I'm good. I'm good. Holy fuck, he hit too hard. I'm seeing stars right now.
The fans watching this live, glued to their screens, absolutely couldn't believe their eyes. Here was Topuria, barely even trying, just casually flowing, yet he was effortlessly dominating these notorious pranksters, making them look like complete amateurs. With each devastating knockdown, each thudding impact, it became abundantly clear that Ilia wasn't just attempting to teach them a simple, quick lesson. He was deliberately, powerfully showcasing for everyone the colossal, unbridgeable chasm that exists between the fleeting world of internet antics and the undeniable, harsh consequences of real-world skills and interaction. But just when viewers thought they had witnessed every single mind-blowing moment, when they thought the drama was over, the Nelk boys decided to make one more move. A move so ill-advised that it entirely turned public opinion against them for good. After finally realizing just how badly their jokes, their attempts at humor, had catastrophically backfired, the Nelk boys scrambled in a desperate damage control frenzy. They quietly, almost conspiratorially, removed the incredibly controversial clip from their official video, hoping to bury the evidence. But instead of successfully burying the incident, their clumsy, transparent cover-up attempt only served to fuel an even more intense, widespread outrage. Fans, sharp and ever vigilant, quickly noticed the glaringly missing segment, and they didn't hold back. They flooded the comments section with a relentless barrage of criticism and blistering accusations, calling out the Nelk boys for acting childish, immature, and utterly lacking accountability by trying to hide their massive mistake. Comments calling them out for being 30-year-olds behaving like high school kids went absolutely viral, becoming meme-worthy instantly, making it abundantly clear that their viewers, their own audience, expected a far, far better standard of conduct and maturity from them. The backlash was swift, it was utterly brutal, and it was relentless, and their once unblemished reputation took a noticeable, undeniable hit. But through all this swirling controversy, Ilia Topuria, the true professional, remained incredibly calm, composed, and utterly professional, choosing instead to focus his formidable energy entirely on his incredibly bright future in the UFC. And what he revealed next, ladies and gentlemen, showed exactly why he's rapidly becoming one of MMA's most feared, most respected, and most strategically brilliant fighters in the entire sport.
Imagine that I started this war. I made so many fights and I made so many sparrings without making a dollar. It's not about the paycheck, which is always welcome in our lives, but it's something that I really want to do. Just
to do it.
Imagine that I started this war. I made so many fights and I made so many sparrings without making a dollar. You know what I mean? I did it because I really loved it. This is the same thing I have right now with boxing. I want to do boxing. I want to do a boxing fight. This is something that I want to experience. And now that I have 20 years old, now is the best time, I think, because
He'd already accomplished so much in the MMA world, and now he's looking to discover something entirely new. While Ilia was expertly navigating and dealing with the immense fallout from the Nelk boys' ill-conceived drama, he simultaneously found himself confronting yet another brewing controversy, this time from within the elite ranks of the UFC itself. Max Holloway, never one to shy away from a public jab, had been openly criticizing Topuria for carrying around the coveted BMF belt essentially questioning his right to possess it. So when Kyle, attempting another awkward conversational bridge, casually brought up Holloway's provocative criticism, Ilia didn't even hesitate for a single second. With an almost chilling composure, yet radiating absolute, unshakable confidence, he completely shut down the challenge, reminding everyone present, and indeed, everyone watching, with direct, piercing clarity, I just knocked him out. How can he still claim to be the BMF? It was a simple, incredibly blunt, and utterly undeniable response that instantly silenced any lingering doubt about Ilia's steely mindset and his absolute belief in his own dominance. Rather than allowing himself to get dragged into petty trash talk or pointless, energy-draining drama, Topuria chose to remain laser-focused, making it abundantly clear that he had already unequivocally settled that specific debate where it truly matters, inside the octagon. But here's the kicker, and this is truly fascinating. This confident attitude, this unwavering self-assurance, wasn't just empty bravado or an ego trip. Oh no, not at all. Because hidden deep behind Ilia's meteoric success lies a truly secret, groundbreaking strategy that is unlike anything the UFC, or perhaps even the entire world of combat sports, has ever witnessed before. What truly sets Ilia Topuria apart from nearly every other formidable UFC fighter isn't just his undeniable raw talent, his genetic gifts, or his brute strength alone. It's his profoundly unique, incredibly meticulous, and fundamentally data-driven approach to fighting that has truly revolutionized his game. Ilia recently revealed something that was absolutely shocking to the MMA world. He employs a dedicated full-time analytics team that meticulously breaks down in excruciating detail every single one of his opponent's moves, every tendency, every pattern. They analyze everything from the specific strikes thrown to subtle cage positioning patterns, to how they react under pressure. They don't just guess, they scientifically analyze exactly how many punches, how many kicks, and how many takedowns each fighter uses per round, painstakingly pinpointing their weaknesses down to specific areas of the octagon where opponents visibly feel least comfortable, where they are most vulnerable. This means that by the time Ilia actually steps into that intimidating cage, he's armed with a trove of detailed, actionable insights, a level of strategic understanding that most fighters never even consider, let alone this methodical, almost scientific approach. This gives him an absolutely massive, almost unfair advantage, allowing him to predict and counter his opponent's every move with an unmatched, terrifying precision. But with Ilia consistently dominating legends and former champions like Alexander Volkanovski, Max Holloway, and Charles Oliveira effortlessly taking them down, fans are now universally beginning to ask the ultimate question: could he actually truly realistically become one of the greatest fighters the UFC has ever seen? With an unblemished track record featuring spectacular decisive victories over such storied UFC legends, Ilia Topuria is rapidly and undeniably making an ironclad case for himself as a future, undisputed MMA legend. But beyond the current champions and contenders, fans have started wildly speculating about one dream fight in particular, a matchup that would shatter the internet: Ilia Topuria versus Islam Makhachev. Just imagine that scenario. Ilia stepping into the octagon, bringing his unmatched fight IQ, his tactical genius, and his laser-accurate striking to dismantle Islam Makhachev, a man whom many currently view as utterly unbeatable, a seemingly insurmountable force. If Ilia could pull off such an unthinkable feat, it wouldn't just be another victory, another title defense. It could unequivocally solidify his status among the absolute greatest of all time, etching his name into the annals of combat sports history. But the pressing question remains: could Ilia truly genuinely topple someone as dominant, as fundamentally flawless as Islam, or is this blockbuster matchup destined to remain a tantalizing, agonizing fantasy for fans? Only time, and perhaps the UFC matchmakers, will truly tell. But one thing, one undeniable truth, is crystal clear. Ilia Topuria isn't just chasing titles, he's hunting for an immortal legacy, a place at the very pinnacle of the sport. What started as an awkward, ill-conceived joke from the Nelk boys, fueled by disrespect, quickly and dramatically escalated into an unforgettable, brutal lesson on the true meaning of respect, the weight of consequences, and the raw, unadulterated power of a true champion, all courtesy of UFC superstar Ilia Topuria. From effortlessly dominating multiple opponents in sparring sessions, making world-class athletes look like novices, to revealing his profoundly unique data-driven training methods that redefine preparation, Ilia powerfully showcased exactly why he's rapidly rising toward undeniable legendary status in the fiercely competitive MMA world. But beyond all the drama, beyond the spectacular knockouts and submissions, lies an even bigger profound question that everyone is pondering: could Ilia Topuria truly, without a shadow of a doubt, become one of the greatest fighters the UFC has ever produced? One thing is absolutely certain, beyond any doubt, he's not just here to fight, he's here to fundamentally rewrite the rules of MMA entirely, to carve out a new era. Now we want to hear from you. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. Do you believe the Nelk boys definitively crossed the line? And do you truly believe Ilia Topuria has what it takes? The skill, the mindset, the strategy to become the future GOAT, the greatest of all time?